The task before us will not be easy, but I will bring every ounce of energy, spirit, and fight that I have in my soul to the job that you've.
Surviving assassination plots, overcoming political obstacles, dismissed by critics, defying exit poll expectations, Trump blazed his path back to power. In spite of constant attempts to end his career, Donald Trump has made historic comeback. From political pariah to Oval Office, a tale of resilience and change. How did Donald Trump fight his way back to power? Donald J. Trump has made history by winning the 2024 US presidential election, marking a dramatic return to the highest office in the land. Now, with this victory, Trump becomes not only the oldest man elected to the White House at the age of 78, but also the first not incumbent president to reclaim the Oval Office in over 130 years. Now, for a leader whose political career seemed all but over just 4 years ago, his journey back to power has been nothing short of extraordinary. In 2020, Trump's presidency ended in turmoil. Losing to Joe Biden by a narrow margin, Trump left office under a cloud of controversies, facing impeachment, public disapproval, and the Capitol riots that shook the nation. Now, when Trump left office back then, large population of Americans disapproved of his presidency. In the weeks following his 2020 loss to Biden, Trump often retreated to the golf course. Now, once accustomed to a constant press pool tracking his every move, he now found himself calling for media presence. His golf outings became a solitary indulgence, reflecting the stark change in his post-election reality. But Donald Trump refused to accept defeat. Instead, he retreated, recalibrated, and began planning his comeback. Now, over the next 4 years, Trump's path back to power was a blend of persistence, political recalibration, and sheer instinct. From reshaping his stance on divisive issues to mobilizing his base with message of economic revival and strong borders, Donald Trump crafted a campaign that tapped into the concerns and frustrations of many Americans. Now, as Trump prepares to take office once again, his victory prompts important questions. From felon to president-elect, how did Donald Trump defy all odds to reclaim the Oval Office? Now, did Trump's recalibrated stance on contentious issues such as abortion rights and early voting broaden his appeal or merely temper his image? Can Trump mend the divisions that defined his first term and bring stability to a nation still polarized? Will Trump be able to build a legacy that endures beyond his historic second chance? At the outset of his campaign, Donald Trump exuded confidence. Now, his words reflected a vision of a revitalized America, one that would emerge stronger, more prosperous, and poised for greatness. Kicking off his victory speech with a call for unity, Trump declared, and I quote, "It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years behind us. It's time to unite," unquote. As he addressed his supporters, he emphasized a renewed focus on national priorities, adding, and I quote, "We have to put our country first for at least a period of time. We have to fix it," unquote. Donald Trump's return to power was anything but smooth. After his 2020 defeat, Trump's path was riddled with setbacks that weighed heavily on his ambitions. He found himself edged out of the limelight he once commanded. Now, the silence was likely deafening. The legal battles intensified, each one a reminder of the consequences trailing his first term. Investigations loomed, scrutinizing his business dealings, campaign practices, and even his personal finances. Allies distanced themselves, some turning critical, while others chose silence over support. Now, this erosion of loyalty chipped away at the inner circle that had once fiercely defended Donald Trump. Social media, his once powerful megaphone, had been stripped away, leaving him with limited avenues to directly address his followers. The reach he once wielded to galvanize millions was reduced to silence as he was forced to find new ways to engage with his base. Even within the GOP, his influence seemed tested. Rising stars in the party began voicing differing visions for the future, challenging his hold on the Republican base. Now, Donald Trump, once the undisputed leader, now faced the reality of a fractured support system, struggling to rally the party under his banner once more. One of the most notable adjustments in Trump's 2024 campaign was his approach to abortion rights. In a calculated pivot, Trump agreed to tape a video opposing national ban, a surprising but impactful move that reportedly marked a shift in his strategy. Donald Trump's opposition to early voting had been a defining stance since 2020, fueled by claims of electoral fraud. Yet, his campaign team emphasized that success would require early votes, particularly from the Republican base. Now, gradually, Donald Trump shifted his position, publicly supporting broader voting options. With inflation and border security ranking as top voter concerns, Donald Trump and his team tried to portray him as a protector of American prosperity. Now, Trump's journey back to the White House stands as a powerful testament to his resilience and political acumen. But his work has only just begun as he faces the formidable task of uniting a divided country and delivering on his promises of prosperity and security. Now, his unprecedented comeback recalls the words of late Robert F. Kennedy: "Only those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly." For Donald Trump, the road ahead may be uncertain, but his determination to defy the odds has already etched his name into American history. Each peril only seemed to fortify his determination. Surrounded by aides who understood his needs and instincts, Donald Trump continued to defy political expectations, steering his campaign with an unapologetic, blunt approach. "I am who I am," he famously reassured anxious donors, embracing his reputation as a fearless, if polarizing leader.